We talked about this a long time ago, and we were actually around when this channel went away, when G4 television went away in 2014. I remember being slightly bummed, even though I feel like by the time it went away, it had been destroyed, whereas like it was G4, and then I didn't know if, like, I forget if it then became like Esquire or something like that, but then it felt like it was just episodes of Cheaters back to back to back. Like it had totally lost its soul. By the time that it left television. But they did announce last year, or was it 2 years ago? I forget, that G4 was coming back, which was really cool, and I was really excited about it. And then they've taken their time. You know, they've kind of taken the socials and thrown up some things on YouTube and Twitter and Twitch, you know, just kind of wet the palate and knock the dust off of Adam, what's his name? Adam Sessler and those guys. And so, but they've got an official launch date, like back on standard television of November 16th. It will be back through, you know, Xfinity and Cox and Verizon Fios and all these, you know, different. And they're doing what they are calling a collab. They will also collaborate with Twitch on a multi-year promotional and commercial partnership. So it almost sounds like
there you go.
They'll be there as well, just as much as on television. G4 said that the programming will be produced and delivered through a first of its kind 24/7 broadcast studio. So I don't know if it's like going to always come back to a DJ, kind of like ESPN, where you always come back to, and they might throw it to this or throw it to that, or say, and now here's 30 for 30. And then, you know, or now here's Attack of the Show. Now here's X Play.
Yeah.
But, you know, a lot of people are returning. They're adding people like Jack Black and stuff like that, Tiffany Haddish. And so it'll be very interesting. I'm really excited about G4's relaunch. Like you've heard me say, I don't watch a lot of TV, but I just love knowing that this existed. I was a huge watcher of G4, especially when it was like, I think, did G4 come out of Tech TV as well? Like, was Tech TV with like whatever his name was?
I don't know. I think they were somehow combined things? In some way, or
okay. My memory doesn't serve well, but I just love that it existed. I love that there was a channel for gamers and tech nerds, and I feel like we don't have that right now at all. And so, you know, outside of things on the internet, Chris, what do you think? G4TV, you in it to win it, or you like, well, I'm glad it'll be there, but I probably won't watch it?
Yeah, I'm more akin to that. I'm glad it's going to be a thing again. I didn't watch a ton of it the first go round. Wasn't it a cable show? Or at least by the time that I kind of knew about it, I feel like I didn't have access to it. I could only watch it occasionally anyways. Yeah. So while I enjoyed the time that I spent with it, I don't feel like I watched a ton of it because I just didn't have access for whatever reason. So that's the reason why I'm more like, oh yeah, it's coming back. And I'll give it a go occasionally here and there, but I'm kind of the same as you. I really don't watch a ton of TV, so I don't know that it'll be top of mind to begin with.
Right.
I mean, once it actually hits and in the spheres that I kind of go around, I'm sure it'll be a much bigger deal, so that'll probably jog my memory like, oh yeah, I should go check that out or set it up to record on the DVR or whatever. But I don't, well, to be determined if I'm going to be like an adequate viewer or, you know, constantly doing that.
Right. What about you, Ed? What do you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm super glad it's coming back, and I'm glad it'll be there. We don't have cable. We just have apps on TVs, and so I probably won't have an outlet for it.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be on Twitch.
Ooh, there you go.
24/7 as well, I think.
Yeah, so then I'll probably I will probably have it as, especially as an option when I'm working in the morning and not many people I know are streaming. Yeah, it'll be nice to have that option to have on in the background.
Yeah, I think it'll replace, like, if it's on Twitch 24/7, I think it'll replace like Fail Army for me. Like Fail Army is something I just always have on when, like you're saying, when people I don't know aren't streaming. I'll have that on. I'm looking this up actually. Tech TV did merge with G4 gaming channel, which did do away with Tech TV. And I remember watching, like, you guys remember the name Leo Laporte?
Yes,
he's
still around.
He's still around, but like, he was a big guy on Tech TV. His show was really popular. He was actually the first guy I ever heard of Google from. I remember him, somebody had called in and he was like, yeah, you should blah, 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 check it out on Google. It's got a lot of answers on there. And I was like, oh, okay. And that was my first time going to Google.
Is that right?
Report. Yeah. So anyway, I'm excited G4 is coming back. I hope everybody gets to dabble with it, even people like Ed that don't have, you know, the cable thing going on. And I would love to be able to have it on in the background for sure. Definitely want to support it in that way.